Welcome to Real Estate on the Rocks, where you get top shelf real estate conversations served straight up, never watered down. Here's your host, Dave Snowberger.
And we're back. Real Estate on the Rocks, top shelf real estate conversations brought to you by Top Shelf Agents. Always served straight up, never watered down. Today, it's just Marshall, Tucker, and Dave Snowberger bringing you some tips on what to do this weekend. So happy Friday, folks. Here we go.
Let's throw a party.
Let's do it.
Let's invite people over. Let's get a kegger.
A little lunch party, a little lunch kegger going on.
Yeah.
It's common practice around the KW United office, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to go catch some movies, maybe go to the lake. What else are we going to do?
Hanging in the movies and the lake.
Well, Saturday and Sunday, Dave.
Oh.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend. What's that song? Never mind. Here we go. All right, let's get into it real quick. How to drum up some business this weekend. Hopefully you've already thought about this prior to Friday, and you're doing some open houses this weekend. What's that look like for you? What's an open house look like for you, Marshall?
Well, hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, I already have the open house selected so I can start marketing it all week. And that way, when it comes around to the weekend, I actually have people that show up.
Ooh, what a novel idea. You want people to actually show up to your open house?
Yeah, I don't want to just go babysit a house.
Well, because how I see it these days is most agents, they don't market their open house. They pick it on a Thursday or Friday. They head over there. They put up minimal signs, maybe 2 or 3 tops, and then go sit in that house for 3 hours and stare at paint, stare at the walls.
Right.
Is that what you find happening? Isn't that what you used to do, Marshall?
You know, I actually tagged along with some clients to a few open houses.
Oh, yeah?
Recently.
I bet you that was interesting.
It was just amazing. Like, I thought, maybe I was lacking in my skills, but after seeing how some of these other ones are run, like, she didn't get off the table. She handed us the flyer. She said, "Have fun, good luck, y'all." And again, I was pretending I was a client. I wasn't, an agent. Just kind of, I didn't say anything. I just kind of walked around. And they were like, "Okay, thank you." And she's like, "Bye, have a good day."
Maybe she knew you. Maybe she knew you were undercover.
No, she didn't.
An undercover agent.
She didn't know.
She didn't know? They just thought you were just like a third wheel to your clients?
Yeah. I look like the sun, I guess.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. So you're putting out, what's your recommendation for signs these days? You do some pretty successful open houses. I know this year you've closed a few deals off of leads that were generated from open houses. I would say leads that were generated, but you did follow up with them at a high level.
Yeah, we have a team, kind of a team standard. We do 20 signs at least. 20
signs? That seems a little obnoxious, no?
No, in fact, when I have more in the car, I put more out.
Oh, wow. Overachiever?
Not an overachiever. It's just you want people to notice the signs. So
yeah.
You want people to come.
Well, that's the whole point, right? You want people through the open house. I
do little breadcrumbs. I'll make a big entrance at the front main street, and then every so often I'll drop another sign. That way they don't get lost or confused down any side streets. They know just to follow the signs all the way to the house.
Nice. Okay. How's that work for you?
Works great. When someone comes in, I usually ask them, "Well, how did you find the open house? Did you see it online or did you see the signs?" And I usually make a joke like, "I didn't want to waste all my time out there for nothing." Just kind of find out the source, but
right. I'll still never get that. I mean, I don't do a lot of open houses, but when I did, it was all about the signage. And my standard was the 10 signs in high visibility areas, and then tie something to them that brought even more attention. Attention is the game winner, right? And so if there's, most neighborhoods have more than just one open house going on. There's 2 or 3. And how I would stand out typically was some kind of just goofy little like a flare, some balloons maybe, or a pinwheel, or a couple American flags or some Texas flags that I found at the dollar store. Really, I mean, that's you're really putting a little bit more effort into it just to steer people your way, and then you can really see when you do that kind of stuff that your sign stands out. Especially when it's the same size, the same color, the same everything as every other brokerage in town. The one with the signs on it, the one with the balloons on it, the pinwheel, the flags, whichever else, that's the one I'm going to. Right?
And it's not just to bring clients to the open house, it's to show the neighbors that we do a fantastic job at marketing the property.
Bingo! And that was one of the big things I was going to talk about right there, was open houses aren't just for the clients to see the inside of that house. It's for the neighborhood to see the representation of how you are trying to sell that house.
Exactly.
Trying. That's a word I'm not allowed to use. That's a forbidden word here in this Real Estate on the Rocks office, is trying. How I show clients or potential clients in the neighborhood, other sellers, what we do to get homes sold.
We do the 4th P.
What's that?
You don't know the 4th P?
What is it?
You taught it to me, Dave. Tell them.
Oh, that would be proactively sell the property.
Exactly.
After, of course,
The first 3.
putting in an MLS, putting a sign in the yard, and then praying that it sells. Then we know that praying's not going to get us too far when it comes to selling real estate, so we proactively go out and sell the property, and we do that through means of social media, open houses, bandit signs, sign spinners. Just kidding. We don't do the sign spinners. That'd be kind of a good idea, though.
It would.
Sign spinner. What do those guys cost?
I don't know. The new construction homes do it.
Yeah. We should probably start doing it.
Say, hey kid, how much they paying you?
Yeah.
Move over here a little bit.
Give me 10 more bucks. Okay. And so, all right. So you have a successful open house. Say you have a couple groups through. What's your follow-up process? Obviously, if they didn't have an agent. What's their sign-in process? Let's go with that. We're doing an open house. Now the open house is ready. Doors open. Cincy's going.
Right, we have an actual podium that holds an iPad. We run some software on there called Spacio, and what it does is it allows us to have kind of a custom sign-in sheet. So it shows the property, it shows the name, the phone number, the email. It asks if they're working with an agent, and it asks if they've talked to a lender.
And so it's more interactive than just people write it down with their...
A little bit more legible too.
Yeah, legible, because people always try to fudge their numbers or not put their correct email on there, right, or even the correct name a lot of times. So with the iPad, you're getting a little bit better of a response with Spacio.
Yeah, I always just tell people, would you just please sign in really quickly? The owner of the home just wants to know that I'm working and that people actually came to the house and I wasn't sitting here all day watching their TV.
Nice. Okay, so we got let's just say 5 groups came through. What's our follow-up plan for those groups come Monday morning?
Come Monday morning, well, they're all going to get a postcard in the mail. I'm going to look them up if I can and find their address and send them a nice postcard thanking them for coming to the open house.
Postcard or handwritten note?
Handwritten note.
Okay.
Some postcard handwritten.
I've seen you do it, so I was like, I don't remember you throwing out postcards anywhere. I remember you handwriting notes out there.
Note cards.
There you go, note cards. All right.
Really just following up with these people and asking them what they thought of the home. Are they ready to put an offer in on the home? And if not, why? So we can get some feedback for the listing and also find out what it is that they're really looking for then if they're not looking for that house.
Nice. So what kind of advice can you lend an agent that might be going out for, maybe this is their first or second open house? Are they worth doing?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I've made lots of money off of open houses. So.
Right. So I consider it to be low-hanging fruit. Those are people that are really 0 to 3 months.
They're out there actually looking instead of sitting behind the keyboard.
Right. So they're probably 0 to 3 months before they pull the trigger on something, right?
Right.
So, okay. Fair enough. And then, let me see, am I missing anything on the open houses?
Just that they should brush up on some open house scripts and definitely role play with a partner so you're not practicing on people coming to your house there, and build that rapport and really find out what it is they're looking for.
Ask questions. Questions.
Always a question.
Like, do you shadow the people around the house, or do you kind of give them some distance?
I kind of point them in the direction. It just really depends on how their body language was. If they're kind of shunning me away, I may kind of just hang back in the background and just kind of interject when I can. If they're really friendly and talkative, then I'm going to follow them around a little bit more and stay with them.
Okay. All right. Let me see. What else can we add in here? What's some value for our listeners out here? Because we know most of our listeners are really new to being licensed, maybe don't do open houses, maybe aren't at the levels that...
It's definitely the best way for a new agent to gain business is to get onto the open houses.
Okay, so this would definitely fall under the LG status, lead generate status.
Yeah, absolutely.
So lead generate, so lead follow-up would come Monday. After the open house, you have 4 or 5 leads, then you know...
Right, and then they can always up it up a level and start door knocking around the homes also that they're...
Okay, so now...
start talking to the neighbors.
Okay, so we should probably do that one day, is let's go ahead and put together, because this was kind of impromptu. We just kind of turned on the microphones and started going. And we could probably come back at a later time and do an episode or 2 or maybe even 3 or 4.
Let's drill down into open houses.
Yeah, dig deep on open houses and really teach folks how to do it. I mean, there's no better way to get in front of immediate buyers. And when I say immediate, I'm talking 0 to 30 days. 0 to 60 days, 0 to 90 days. Anything within those categories at 0 to 90 days, those folks are considered immediate buyers. Okay, all right. Well, appreciate you giving me some tips, giving us some tips for the weekend. Hope everybody's open houses are fruitful and you get plenty of clients. Remember, the more signs, the more people, the more at-bats, the more chances of getting something under contract. So I'm Dave Snowberger with Real Estate on the Rocks, and this is
Marshall Tucker.
And we are out.
I'm out.
Peace.